Good afternoon, Earth Tribe. This is Amanda with the Activated Earth, and I am on the Sandspit of Morro right now, getting ready to do an Earth activation. I don't always, in fact, almost never start with the camera on me. I usually start with it just pointed out to where I am, and I thought, oh, this time maybe I'll just do something a little different. And I will turn it around here in a minute. I just thought we could chat for a second about, I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what's going to come up. This is a spot that I haven't been to in quite a while and was called to come out here. And it feels there's something very ancient here. There's some sort of very ancient energy, soul energy that is here and wants to come out. And when I turn this around, you'll be able to see where I ended up. There is what is called an Indian midden that's a couple of little dunes over. So the midden itself is sort of a trash heap, honestly. It's when the end they call it an Indian midden. So I suppose more formally, it really should be called an Indigenous Tribes midden. That's M-I-D-D-E-N, if you're not familiar with the word. And when they would eat, and when they would gather their food, they would gather all of this shellfish, and along here, there's all kinds of it. And then when they were done, they would just toss it on the ground. So I can see that there's one over there, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around now. Okay, so this is the part where how easy it is for you to see it is unclear to me. I'm going to try and zoom a little bit. So can you see the all of the white that's over there? That is lots of little shells. That is where it would have, all of their leftovers from eating shellfish would have been tossed there. Sometimes you can find other things too. This is a fault zone. So here's the Pacific Ocean right here. This is a fault zone. The San Andreas Fault runs through here. So there's a lot of amorphous rock. That means it's rock that has no crystalline structure, and it's formed in places with high heat and pressure, which is something that you find in a fault zone. So you can see over there in the distance, Morro Rock. That's Morro Rock over there, one of the 7 sister peaks that we have along here. The others, I'm too low to show them to you, but they run inland. And the fault zone here creates all of the heat and pressure needed to basically dissolve a crystalline structure, and it turns it into something amorphous. So like glass. Glass is something that doesn't have a crystal structure. So there's no repeating set of molecules. It's like they've all been taken apart and then sort of thrown back together into chaos, and there's no repeating structure. So if you can imagine like building with Tinker Toys, if you built a box with Tinker Toys and then attached another one to it and another one to it and another one to it, you're making a crystalline structure. So if you take all the Tinker Toys apart and throw them into a bucket, you've got an amorphous structure. So it's a long story that I was going to get to. They would make their arrowheads, their tools, their pointy things out of that kind of rock. So sometimes you find that over there too. So I told a really long story just to get to that particular piece of knowledge. So anyhow, sometimes you can find things like that over there. Now I would have to go and get closer to see if there was anything. Right now I can just tell that there are a lot of shells that have been accumulated right there. Anyhow, we are going to now dive into the activation today out here. I'm gonna try and stay really close to the phone. I'm using my phone to record this so that I'm heard okay because of the wind. I know that it sounds a lot noisier in the recording than it does when I am talking. So anyhow, for those of you who've done this before, you may already be connecting in. And if you have not done this before, connect in. Just imagine you are where I am. Here's the ground where I am. Sitting on this very lovely sand dune that just really said, come and join me. There's some beach lupins here. So be here with me. Be right here in this space with me. Feel yourself sitting in the sand. It's warm. It's comfortable. The breeze is gentle and mild. Start to breathe into your heart space. And as you breathe into your heart space, see that pinpoint of light in your heart center. And as you breathe in love. And as you breathe out love. And see that pinpoint of light begin to grow. What color is your light today? How does your light feel today? Can you feel the love that you are breathing in and through your heart and out? See that light grow to encompass your heart, your body, this sand dune, the West Coast, the Pacific Ocean. Allow it to reach around the globe. And out beyond the planet as far as it wants to go. And then bring your awareness to your connection with the above energy, the divine masculine energy, the light of the universe. As it comes in through your crown, to the top of your head, and passes down through your chakra system into your heart. As it moves quickly, because we are becoming really good at creating this flow in our bodies, it moves quickly. Down through the lower chakras, out through your toes, your fingers, it dives deep into the earth, down into the earth, to the earth's core, and where it wraps around, coming back up, bringing with it the divine feminine energy, the Mother Earth energy, that nurturing, green, delicious energy comes back up, moves up through your chakras, into your heart, and then up and out your crown. And know that this energy is not necessarily just the size of your body. The path that it travels is infinite. It's all here and everywhere at the same time. So it goes back up to the divine masculine sky energy, comes back down, creating that figure 8, and it crosses in your heart space. This is our connection. And from here, I can feel deep in the earth here. I've felt this here before. I did an activation at Morro Rock once before, and I felt this connection here before. We are going to be enhancing this highway that runs through here, through the fault zone. It's an energy highway. Mountains and fault zones are energy highways, just like our body has places where the chi is closer to the surface, so does the earth. So if you receive something like acupuncture, there are specific points on your body where those needles are placed. The earth has the same type of thing. And her highways run through the fault zones. In the mountain ranges, the volcanoes, the pressure zones, places where energy is trying to come up and out. The Rocky Mountains, the Himalayas, the Alps. These are all places of intense energy release. And the Sandspit here, this range of dunes we call the Sandspit, marks this particular energy highway as it runs north-south along the California coast. And the ancient wisdom of this land's native elders is here, residing in this fault zone, this energy highway. This energy is dancing. There's community. Part of the new code of the earth is community, collaboration, abundance, sovereignty, ease, grace. Community is what is coming out of here, and collaboration. This was a place of gathering, collecting food, eating food, and doing that together. And that energy is stored deep in these sand dunes, and it's ready to come up and out. See your own earth grid on all levels, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. It is an overlay of the earth's grid. The earth also has a grid of energy that is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. These grids may seem like they're separate, but they're not. Your grid is the earth grid, is your grid, is the universal grid. Everything is a torus. So there is an earth code of enhanced community and collaboration that is coming up and out and coming through your body and repairing places in your own grid. Places where community and collaboration have been lost. This energy is also traveling north traveling north along the fault zone, along the coast, all the way up the Pacific Northwest through Canada, Alaska, the Aleutian Islands, the Bering Strait, across to the Russian continent, of which I am not clear the names of all of these nations, but it crosses to what used to be the old Soviet Union, that entire expanse along the coastline there in the north, along the northern border. If it were to dip south, it would travel down to China and India, but that's not the direction that it's going. It's going along the northern border to the pole. It's swirling around to the North Pole. And what this is doing is it's bringing out the power of what community can do together. And in bringing this energy out, what happens is the old way of doing things, which is to hoard, to keep all of the resources amongst a few and not share. That is not community. That type of energy cannot continue to exist when we bring out these kinds of energies. And that is what's happening right now during this activation. And you are participating in being part of that and part of your own internal healing. So expect to see your environment shift. Expect to see that you are going to receive a more connected community. That through that connection, things that you need will be more available to you, more abundance, more resources for you, and for the earth in this activation, more abundance and more resources for the earth and for all who follow along that line that has opened up. And this will continue to seep up and out. I can see this energy moving up through the pole, which is where the Earth's Taurus center is, moves into the Earth's Taurus, and it takes it global. Not only that, it goes out and beyond into the Oort cloud, which is a cloud of dust and like space rocks that orbits around the Earth. It's very far out, and the Oort cloud also makes a Taurus. This is fully encompassing our planet and beyond. Doing this work makes harm to the planet difficult for those who would do harm. Harm like gouging for metals, poor farming practices, chemtrailing, 5G, these things that actually do harm to the earth and harm to us. It makes it difficult for those things to continue to occur, and this is why this work is so important. So continue to watch that energy of connected community move around the planet, enhancing the power and empowerment of connected community. creating an energy that resonates only with those of us who are in a loving, connected community type of space. And when I say space, I mean our mindset, how we operate, our beliefs in what is right and just. This is what is important for this time, so that those old paradigms may fall apart and these new ones will rise up and out. So most of this energy is mingling about in the northern hemisphere, and that's okay. This was where it wanted to go. And when you are ready to come back from the Oort cloud, from the planet's atmosphere, back down to the sand dune in your body, take 3 cleansing breaths. And open your eyes. Thank you, everybody, for being here today and participating in this work with the planet. And please know that there is no space or time between the energy. So wherever it is that you are and whenever it is that you are participating in this land activation, it is all happening right now. All right, everybody. See you again soon.